6,200 tons a day. At that scale, fishing stops looking like a boat and a net. It starts looking like an ocean-sized factory line. Steel, hydraulics, sensors, and conveyor systems working non-stop to move fish from open water to cold storage in minutes.
Numbers look good on these.
Welcome back to Factory Flow. Today we are diving into Japan's industrial machines. How modern fleets find dense schools, deploy massive gear with precision, haul at extreme volumes, and lock in quality fast with chilling, sorting, and freezing systems that run like an assembly plant at sea.
Keep pulling. It's coming.
First, understand the real weapon information. Industrial fishing begins on screens. Sonar scans wide areas. Echo sounders map the water column. The crew reads depth, density, and movement of a school like a weather chart. Because when you're aiming for thousands of tons, you do not try your luck. You commit only when the data says the net will come back heavy. Once a school is confirmed, the ship becomes a machine. Winches spool out steel cable. Hydraulic arms stabilize gear. Deck crews lock the rhythm doors, floats, lines, and the net fed with perfect tension. Every step is about control, speed, heading, depth, and drag. So the net opens correctly, and the fish are guided into the capture zone, instead of slipping past. In some operations, the net acts like a moving corridor. In others, it closes like a giant drawstring around the school. Either way, the goal is the same: concentrate the fish into a final pocket, the code end, without damaging the catch or the gear. And timing is everything. Too short and you burn fuel for a small load. Too long and the catch becomes harder to handle, harder to cool, and harder to keep premium. Now the haul begins. This is where the machines take over. Winches pull under steady load. Blocks and pulleys guide the lines. The net rises heavy and alive, and the ship's cranes position the code end over the receiving area. When the release happens, it does not look like fishing anymore. It looks like industrial unloading. Fish pouring in a continuous silver surge. But the most important part of the entire operation is what happens immediately after the fish hits the deck: temperature management. Because quality is a countdown. The faster the catch is cooled, the higher the grade it can hold. That is why industrial vessels are built around cold systems: chilled seawater tanks, ice slurry, refrigerated seawater circulation, and rapid transfer lines that keep fish moving and cooling at the same time. Next comes sorting. At high volumes, sorting cannot rely on one person and a shovel.
Keep those lines clear.
You will see conveyors, vibrating screens, and guided chutes that separate fish by size and species. Some lines use optical systems. Others use mechanical grading. The logic is simple: uniform product is easier to chill, easier to pack, and easier to sell. Then the ship becomes a floating processing plant. Depending on the target species and destination market, the catch may be washed and drained, boxed by weight, or sent into onboard freezing systems. And that freezing stage is where industrial fishing truly becomes industrial manufacturing. Blast freezers and plate freezers are designed to pull heat out fast. Fish are arranged so cold air can flow around every surface, or pressed between freezing plates for direct heat transfer. Rapid freezing protects texture and reduces quality loss during long transport. It is the difference between fresh tasting months later and a product that breaks down quickly. Once frozen, the next enemy is dehydration. Freezer burn. So the product is packed tightly, sometimes glazed with a thin protective ice layer, then stacked into deep, freeze holds. Inside those holds, everything is inventory, lot tracking, stack order, and temperature stability. Because a vessel landing thousands of tons must unload in a controlled sequence, not chaos. When the ship reaches port, the speed does not slow down. The port side is built for volume cranes, belt conveyors, pallet systems, and cold chain trucks waiting like a relay team. The goal is to keep product cold from ship to warehouse to processing plant without gaps. Because once the cold chain breaks, profit breaks with it. And this is the hidden truth behind 200 tons a day. It is not one magic machine. It is a system data to find fish, precision gear deployment, high power hauling, rapid chilling, automated sorting, industrial freezing, and cold chain logistics that keep everything stable at scale. Now tell me in the comments, which part impressed you most? The sonar hunt, the winch, and crane hauling power, or the onboard chilling and freezing systems that turn a ship into a moving factory? If you enjoyed this episode on Factory Flow, hit like, subscribe, and tell me what you want next: a full fish freezing ship tour, a tuna longline operation, or the factory line that turns this catch into fillets and cans.
Keep the line moving, faster.
We're almost done with this batch.
Watch the count, don't miss any.
Keep it steady. Watch the line.
Pull it back, slow.
All right, hold it there. All right, watch your hands there.
Well, heavy one, heavy one.
Get them in.